It's dark. It's stormy. I'm alone. I'm in a onesie. I've got these guys with me tonight. But that's it. Otherwise, I don't remember the last time I've been alone. I have the next 2 nights to myself. And I'm kind of freaked out. All I want to do is hide under a blanket. Then I thought, what's better and more comforting than freshly baked chocolate chip cookies? Yeah, it's kind of late. So what? I'm home aloneing it tonight. I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to get in the kitchen. I'm going to bake some chocolate chip cookies. Come join me in the kitchen, please. I'm kind of scared. Let's bake some chocolate chip cookies. I've set the oven to 350 degrees. Chocolate chip cookies, they're a classic. You can't beat them. Ooey gooey goodness. That is what I always say. I have never said that before. Who knows? I like to make a batch of them. I bake off a dozen, and then I freeze the rest in logs that you can pull out of the freezer whenever you have a craving for hot and fresh chocolate chip cookies. Hot and fresh. Cookie. Let's talk ingredients. Let's take a look at the ingredients that we'll be using today. Here I have 1 cup of melted butter. I melted my butter on a double boiler over the stove. You can microwave your butter. You can melt your butter in a pot on the stove. However you want to melt your butter, melt it. Over here I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Here I have 1.5 cups of bread flour. Right there, I have 1 cup of packed dark brown sugar. Make sure to really pack your brown sugar into your measuring cup. It should look something like this. Nicely packed. Here I have 1 cup of white sugar, 2 eggs, brought to room temperature that I whisked up. Over here, I have a 1/2 teaspoon of espresso powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Here I have 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. I'm also going to be adding 2 teaspoons of hot water to the baking soda. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. On this board, I have the chocolate. I don't measure the chocolate. I don't believe in that. I think you should put in whatever type of chocolate, however much chocolate you want in your chocolate chip cookies. I think I have over 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I found a 70% cocoa chocolate bar, one of those giant ones, on sale today, so I picked that up and I chopped half of that up. Roughly 3 cups of chocolate. Let's get mixing. I like to start by mixing together the sugars and the butter. Get that mixed up. Then I'll mix in the 2 eggs, the vanilla, salt and espresso powder, cream together that butter and the sugars, making sure the sugar is lump-free. Toss in the baking soda, mixed in with a little bit of that water. The hot water helps activate the baking soda. Now to sift in the flour. At this stage, it's perfectly fine to add in the majority of your chocolate. You'll finish mixing the rest of the flour in as you mix in the chocolate. In the rest of it goes. I'm using an ice cream scoop, and place on your pan. Aw, kitten. Aw, kitten bird. Ready for the oven. my oven rack is placed right in the middle of the oven. These cookies will bake for 12 to 14 minutes. I'm an adult. The cookies are done. Ooh. I only ever get 4 dozen. I have a dozen baked off that I'm going to eat tonight, and 3 dozen that I've wrapped up in wax paper and some plastic wrap. And they can go in the freezer. I can pull them out when I'm craving freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. Look at these. Nicely cracked surfaces, lightly browned bottoms, just a little bit crisp only around the very edges. And so soft on the inside. Look at all that chocolate. Also, a really beautiful color. Nice and rich. Look at this one. Look at that big chunk of chocolate. I've already started eating them. I couldn't even wait. It's 10:30 at night. I'm home alone. This is how I home alone it. I hope you enjoy these chocolate chip cookies and share the recipe. See you again next time.